how to manually edit the width tool settings for a stroke. Now you can just do it, just drag, using the width tool, just go to the width tool found in the toolbar. You've got obviously a stroke there that I've just created, and you can actually just drag them out, but you can also double click the point. So you can actually just go to the stroke there, just going to go down there and just double click at that point, and you bring up a panel and you can just edit the value, set it to 80, click OK. Then just go down, and what you can do, you can actually make a nice sort of wavy design that's all fairly uniform. Set that to 40, so just set that to 40, and click OK, and you can go to the top one just to check that that's 40, yeah. And again, go down, that's that, double click there, and set that to 80. Click OK. Now you can also modify the side settings if you want as well. You can actually do, you don't have to use the total value. I generally just use the total value because then it makes it just nicely even across. But you can actually go and change the side and set them to different values if you want. And I'm just going down each of those points. Now I'm just using just by eye because there is unfortunately no sort of length setting, so you can't see the length along. So it's not like 10 position, not like a gradient where you can actually set the individual stops. But at a certain point, so you actually have to just manually sort of think, well, it's about there, just double click that or double click that, and you can change it at any point as well. So if you put a wrong setting, if you make it 40 or 50 or something, and you think, oh, wrong, you can go and quickly double click it again and just edit it. So you can just go down the entire line, double click on there and set it to 80, click OK, and double click there, approximately about there, and set that to 40. Click OK. Now you could of course go down 10, 40, 20, whatever, make all kinds of different settings for that line. And I'm using a straight line because it's just a simple example to show you the thing. So you can, like I say, change them at any point, set it to 120, double click that again. But you can use the same approach with like circles, stars, with type, and much more. Straight line is just an easy way of showing exactly the thing, and it's easy to see the settings. So you can set that to 120, click OK. Now you can go back up to the top one, double click on that, and then enter it to 10, click OK. Double click on that, 10, and you can make it obviously thinner. So you can just see the design just there. So you can just run through it, click OK, and again set that to 10, click OK. I know it's slightly slower than probably using interactively. I mean, it's I think manually, and it would be nice actually if it was just a part of the property panel, so you could actually just select each of the individual points and then modify it via the property. That would be a neat feature instead of having a panel each time. There's one thing with Illustrator, it's just always got panels popping up that you can't unfortunately get out and goes, but it would be nice to, but you can't. So you've just got this panel at the moment, so you just enter the value there, and like I say, just enter 120 or whatever. You can still use interactive, you can still drag it out if you want. You can also use object and expand the appearance as well. So once you've actually got the design, you can just drag that over and maybe select an ellipse or star or whatever. So I'm just going for ellipse here. Now, with this, it's slightly different in the sense it's a bit harder to actually the position, not much, but you can just go along the line. So you can just go each of the sort of radial position, maybe use polar grid or something just so you can see the spokes coming out, so you could actually set the actual point. It's up to you. Yeah, unfortunately there's no sort of radial ruler. That would be a neat feature as well. Obviously there is straight lines, but there is no radial feature, so you obviously could set one up yourself if you wanted to do that very quickly, so you could actually see the individual, so you can get it exactly correct. And you can again double click on going around that circle, just double click on that and set the value, say 10 to 40, 10, 40, 10, 40, 10, 120, 10, 100, whatever, combination 120, 60, and so on and so on. Whole variety of different settings that you can, and you can always delete them at any point as well. You can just go to there and just delete the point, double click and just delete the point, or use the del key as well. It's another option. And you can also move them around and much more. So you've got the circle there. Now, just going to remove that. I'm just going to go back to the line. It's much easier with a line, again, to demonstrate. And I'm going to set it to 100 there. And what you can do then, go down to the width tool, and again, click there, double click, and you can set that to 180. You can hardly see the actual thing on my own screen, so it was 180 and set that to 10. So you can just see then 180 at the top, 10, so you can create a quick triangle. You can obviously create triangles much quicker than that in other places, but you can create a variety of different designs just by going at certain points in the path. And if you want, double click there, and you can see you can then enter, say, another value, maybe make a very sharp cutting point. And you can see just enter 30 or 10. You can go to sort of wine glass or something very quickly. Another cutting design there just by adding additional points. And manual editing does make it in some ways a bit easier than interactively sometimes. And if you decide you want to go down there and create a sort of in-out design, maybe a fishbone sort of design, I'm just going to go there, double click there, going to set it to 10 or something like that, click OK. Go further down, double click on there and set that to 300, and then go down and then set that to 10. And you can do that, repeat that multiple times. And you can create a whole range of different designs. And of course, once you've actually got the design, once you can actually store it away in the width profiles as well if you want to do that. Click OK. Right, I hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.